And I'm live. Hello, welcome today for the cast of... I'm co-casting today Diven semi-final, RKnight8 versus Seaside Jack. I'm the co-caster of Manbeast, the OG. You can find this link in the description video. In the description, not video. And I want... should I... Oh, could I introduce Manbeast, the OG? It's a player I recruited thanks to RK's tournament. It was a 2v2 tournament by RK. And we played together in the same team with Dom Husk.
Hey.
Can we see some
picture really, let's be honest, like between myself and you, like did Dom Husk actually contribute anything? That's the real question.
Yeah. yeah. Obviously. Okay,
but,
so you are already on the first game? I'm late!
Yes. So we've got Golden Hill, I believe.
Yeah, it looks like it from your stream.
Yeah. Okay, wonderful. Do you want to start off? Should we just like maybe play at double speed or something?
I'm going to catch up. I'm going to catch up.
Okay.
I'm going to catch up.
So. I'll just pause. I'm at 21 seconds right now. So.
Okay. Capture is launching. 20.
Now, I believe Golden Hill was the admin pick for.
Yeah.
Yeah. So neither Seaside Jack nor RKnight8 has necessarily a home map advantage here, but. Initial thoughts on Magia's...
I'm to 25, you can start.
Okay, cool. So I'll play on double speed.
You want to play on double speed?
We can play on single speed if you want. I was just thinking that
we can talk. We have time.
Okay. Yeah, okay, fair enough. So I'm on 45 seconds now. Is that all right?
Yeah, that's perfect. I used your stream to...
Okay,
to synchronize myself.
Good. So my initial kind of thoughts: Magias versus Portuguese on Golden Hill.
Yes.
Magias to me don't seem like this is necessarily their home territory. Like you don't normally see Magias on a hybrid map like this.
Yeah.
Whereas Portuguese seem very at home on this map. What are your thoughts, Baron?
I completely agree with you. The Portuguese pick feel more standard, feel more feel better for this map. You will be able to contest the water, and there is fish. You have to fish here. This is really important. You can get faster to the next age. So yeah, I agree on Portuguese here. Magia, on the other hand. Also, the TC placement is quite far from the middle.
It is. It makes me wonder, has he placed his TC on this side as well? Partly so that his TC is close to the hunt and he gets like the fish, whilst if he was on the other side of that wood line, he would only get the fish. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. My initial thoughts is if I saw somebody picking Magias on this map and I'm playing Portuguese, I would immediately think they're going to try and do a forward or something really early on.
Yeah. What I like to do sometime on this map is sneak a villager and wall the middle island. But from their side, not mine. Their side's being walled.
No, I can see that. And whilst I think, on the one hand, that would almost make it a little bit boring, like to play. It is the strategic play, right? Like, just if your opponent's a land-based kind of military focus civ, just deny them that access to do anything at all, right?
Okay, we have already the dog for RKnight8 here. So he's going for fishing, but he doesn't have any wood right now to get...
Yeah, maybe a little bit early for the dock there. And how Seaside Jack isn't even thinking about going for a dock.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean he's just getting his first wood villager on wood now. Crazy. I think RKnight definitely has a very specific plan here, and I'm quite excited to see what kind of comes out of this. Also, it's worth just highlighting there's so many boar on this map. Like,
Yeah, it's 3 boar on each side, I guess. Yeah, 3.
I think there's 4.
4?
There's 4 on Seaside Jack's map. 1, 2, 3 on.
No,
Oh yeah, I
yes,
can
that's
only
4.
see. Oh yeah,
4.
he's
4 for both.
yeah, RKnight's already hunted it. Yeah, there's 4. Nice.
Yes.
No, and Lana has highlighted that you do need the scout to actually you need to actively scout
Yeah,
to
but for
find
that
all
you
those.
use pigs like RKnight is doing. Well, pigs or sheep. RKnight is doing it with ships. You really have to use your ships. They are not food source. You don't eat your sheep very early here. You really use them to scout.
Exactly, and like having your TC so close to, ideally the shorefish means that it's not like you're missing the food. Like you're quite happy to use your sheep to scout.
It's like a nomad map. You eat boar and sheep are eaten last because you want to scout with them. And right now we see the score difference is just, I think it's just it's mainly scouting.
And it's only going to get bigger with RKnight already having 2 fishing ships out.
Yep.
And he'll have more on the way. I immediately feel like RKnight seems slightly more comfortable here than his opponent.
What was his home maps? Let me.
I can get those.
I think
now.
it's Fortress, his home map.
Yeah, he's got Copenhagen as well, doesn't he? And Copenhagen has that kind of hybrid element to it, doesn't it?
Yeah. So he knows his hybrid maps, and then he likes closed map.
Yeah.
So
I mean, in that case, it makes complete sense for him to do what you were saying of just walling his opponent off the island.
I was thinking about that too.
What he's doing right now is he's kind of just making a bit of a house wall across the front of his base, which I guess works as well. But it's a smaller surface area to wall if you just wall the shallows, right, rather than across your whole. Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, walling on the water has its own risk, because if your opponent is playing the water, it can deny those walls quite efficiently.
Yeah, I get that.
Where walling with houses the front of your base actually allow you a bit more a safer space. Oh.
I love that RKnight. He's got 5 fishing ships already. He's should be going up to feudal very soon, but like he's in an absolute cracking position at the moment, given that his opponent doesn't have any water at all.
Yes.
And if you look at the res collected, he's already 400. Yeah, it's crazy.
Fishing ships, guys. Never underestimate fishing ships.
Yeah.
He's going for the hunt for deep fish. Like, he's disappointed. Oh, I have a bit,
quite scouted
lead
it,
on
I don't
you.
think.
Small lead on you.
Yeah.
Let me put a bit.
But he'll get that. And he's up to feudal, yeah. Whilst Seaside Jack is up to... he's not up to feudal, but he's got a couple more villas in the queue, and he's got 800 wood. At that point, you really kind of... When you've got that much wood on a hybrid map, you really want to put down maybe a dock and get some fishing ships out. However, I suppose not putting it into fish makes sense right now, because he knows, like, his opponent's going to be up to feudal first and completely destroy any fish that he does have. But I don't know, kind of oddly worked out in that way.
It's getting a loom now. And he won't
There's
have
so
enough
much food on this map.
Have enough.
There's
after the loom. Yep.
Yeah, but between all the shorefish, there's like more than 2k food, like it's nuts.
Okay, he's up.
You
He's
could very
coming up.
easily do a fast castle on this.
RKnight will be up too. And RKnight has the wood to make galleys. He could add another dock. Wanted to. Oh, he's fully
Yeah,
walled.
I think that would
No,
make
he's not
sense.
fully walled, but he keep walling his base.
RKnight's going for the archery range.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, an archery range. That's interesting. And he's
I
getting
think-
fire galley too.
Yeah. I think he needs to scout that his opponent doesn't have anything on water. And then as soon as he's established that, go, full range, and maybe try and just get a much faster castle age time and go for the crossbow power spike.
Yeah.
Because there's really no pressure for him to. There's no pressure on him to do damage in feudal, if that makes sense. Like his economic advantage is only going to keep getting better as the game goes on, right?
Yep, I agree on that. Okay, we have a barracks for Seaside Jack.
And we're
guess
seeing
we
a
will
stable,
see
I
soon
think?
a stable and maybe a blacksmith. We are missing a bit of gold. Who's going to build the mining
Yeah,
camp over there?
Stable down towards the bottom of his base. Of Seaside Jack's base.
Okay, and one archer is on the middle island.
Yeah,
Archer
you can
coming.
tell. Oh yeah, good shot. You can tell RKnight is so much more at home with a closed map because he's decided, well, this map doesn't have any walls, so I'm just going to wall off the entire map. There you go. I love that. It makes sense though.
He has some unfinished wall on one side, I guess. The
He does, yeah. He does also overchop at the front of his base.
Yep.
And I think RKnight is starting to realize that his opponent doesn't have anything on water.
There is no dock. Let me add more docks.
Yeah. And Seaside Jack. He's got an archer range and 2 stables. It looks like Seaside Jack's going for a very heavy play. He's only got 2 vills on gold, but he could go up to castle very quickly if he wanted to.
Yep. He's getting the second. He's missing 1 boar. Didn't take all his boar. Well,
Oh yeah.
RKnight
I
didn't
see
take
that.
all his boar too. We have 4 archer in the middle. We are missing some.
It's kind of interesting because with the amount of scouts in the queue and the skirmishes, like
He still
Seaside
has
Jack.
enough food to go up.
Yeah.
First
Exactly.
eco upgrade. Yeah. First eco upgrade for Seaside Jack. RKnight doesn't have any eco upgrades. And we have skirmisher. That's interesting, those skirmisher, because did he scouts? No. He went skirmisher blind.
Yeah, and he's about to clear up all of these archers, which is great for
Yeah,
him.
the archer doesn't have fletching yet. No, they have fletching, but they are shooting at the skirmisher that have the high ground. And they are in the worst position possible for those archer, and we have a lot of scouts. Magyar scouts that have already forging, so they can actually deal with the archer quite fast.
They can, with that many scouts as well. You're not too scared of spearmen.
Yeah,
either,
exactly.
like-
And he also has the skirmisher behind, so
yeah. And suddenly, Seaside Jack, he was saying, we were kind of saying like, oh, he doesn't seem as comfortable on this map, and suddenly he's proving us wrong. He's embarrassing us, Baron.
yeah. I like that.
Exactly. Market being rushed up by RKnight. Honestly, if Seaside Jack goes up to castle now and gets up to castle first, he might be in a really decent position.
Yep. I agree on that.
Yeah. That's
But no, there
Lana's
is,
just highlighted.
no, there is the
Seaside Jack has a
walls.
crazy amount of idle time.
Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
Yeah, he's 11 villager behind. He has queued up castle. And he can't get inside. right now.
He's managed to make RKnight feel a bit of the pressure. He's got like 10 bills less and no fishing either. So he does have his work cut out for him.
These scouts are taking some punishments over there. There's a pikeman killing them.
Oh yeah. Fletching coming in for the skirmishes, so they should be able to deal with those spearmen relatively easily. And now the game is kind of settling in a little bit as both players are going into the castle age. Husk has pointed out that Seaside Jack hasn't built any docks despite having sea in his name, so you know clearly it's like the mind games at play here, right?
Yeah. And more skirmish are coming forwards.
Seaside Jack actually killed a Vil, so he is actually doing some eco damage there.
Yeah, one wheel down.
One Vil down compared to 5 minutes of idle time. But yeah.
Okay, Seaside Jack is going in the middle with a TC. Is someone on stone already? Nobody's on stone. And there is no stone inside in the wall of our knights.
Yeah, this could be really messy. 3 archers and potentially knights on the way as well, and both players seem to be having the same idea of TCing the middle. Let me see, our knight is sending Vils forward too.
I see the Vils coming.
Oh no.
But, oh, same post, same position for the TC.
Seaside Jack's pulling himself back into this with skirmishers, with knights, and suddenly Seaside Jack has the score lead. Seaside Jack's going to kill 4 Vils here, and he's going to be laughing. But our knight is sending 3 knights forward of his own, and it's also worth pointing out that Seaside Jack is causing absolute chaos at the back of our knight's base right now.
Is he in? Oh, there is one scout in.
Yeah.
How?
I don't even know. Must have gone round the front.
Oh no, we need to kill the villager! Well, one villager to build a TC. And we need more knights. Oh, there is 4 knights in the queue, but only 1 TC. Oh no, there is 4 knights on the field!
So yeah, where are the other 2 knights? Oh, the other 2 knights are at home!
Yeah!
They're just standing there. Oh, this is tragic.
Oh, we need to kill the Vil! Oh, maybe these Vils need to finish the TC for the action.
Nah. And Seaside Jack, like, also Seaside, if you can just get your idle time under control, you have very strong base foundations in terms of like microing the military and stuff. You just need to work on your idle time, because at the moment you are playing this really well. You just need to get your idle time under control.
Yeah, but I think he will have difficulties here because he doesn't have any food remaining. Oh.
CC goes up.
Yeah, the TC
and yeah, now it's a race to see who gets a castle first, I think, as Husk highlights.
Yep.
But our knight has so many knights.
Yeah, 11, but that's the Vil lead and the fish that help.
If our knight just sends, like, you know, maybe 5 knights to deal with his opponent's knights and the rest into the back of Seaside Jack's base, it's over. Yeah.
Yep.
But I don't know. We'll see. Seaside Jack has the score lead. He's
Seaside Jack is more offensive than his opponent right now. The knights are going to hammer the house down.
It's just worth bearing in mind as well, our knight has a siege workshop at the front, so he might be thinking about a mangonel. But Seaside Jack is thinking about a castle, because he just got the stone mining upgrade. So I think Seaside Jack is a low eco, all aggression kind of player.
Yeah, he can get inside. Okay, scouts moving. This is scout auto scouting. One health point scouts.
And a couple of vills going down to Seaside Jack's knights as our knight rushes his knights back in defense. If Seaside Jack gets his knights to go straight into the back of the economy, this is going to be very messy. Suddenly the ecos will look very similar.
Yeah, he's going in the back.
Oh, this
Pound
is messy.
gold. And the castle will be... can be... actually, Seaside can buy a castle here.
Yeah, I mean... So
oh, but there is a
out...
Mongonel, so the castle is going to be very dangerous.
Yeah. I mean, all Seaside Jack needs to do is to keep his opponent's knights in the back of our knight's base, and then he needs to bring one knight to take out the Mangonel himself, and then he can drop the castle, right?
He doesn't have a castle. He could make knights, actually. Oh no, he's going for siege workshops on his own. He has wood. He's not on gold. He's not on stone anymore, but he can just pray.
Oh wow, yeah. I mean, our knight has left the skirmishers in the back of his base as well, so they might even be able to kill like 1 or 2 more vills.
Although they are idling the vills, which is already very good.
Yeah. And Seaside Jack has just stayed on 29 pop for like the last like 10 minutes. Like he hasn't lost any vills, so.
And Mongonels are going down in the middle.
There you are.
We need some stone, a bit more stone.
Yeah.
Get the castle up.
Okay.
Our knight is not mining the stone right now. Okay, we have the stone. The castle is coming.
Yeah. If he can get a market, he can just kind of buy his way back into this maybe. But yeah, the castle drop needs to be... Okay, that's a decent castle. Yeah, the vills are... Yeah, okay, the vills were repairing the TC, did you see that?
Yeah.
Instead of building the castle, the vills repaired the TC first, and then they...
Oh, the knights are going into Seaside Jack Eco.
Oh no, okay, this could be messy. The castle will go down, it will go up, but I think that the knights going into Seaside Jack's base might be Juju there. We'll see.
Okay, a lot of vills. Oh, the bell. The bell has been used.
Oh, there's a Mangonel! There's a Mangonel by the castle!
Oh,
oh no!
This is going to hurt.
The castle's gonna go up, but... 1 bill down.
The castle is up. Okay, and the knights are getting finished under the TC. But Seaside Jack's eco is completely hidden in the meantime.
Yeah. Let's just appreciate that it is 22 eco deaths to 3. But guess who has more vil? Honestly, what a game, what a game. And Seaside Jack is kind of snowballing this. Like, can you see how many vills he's killing at the front?
Yeah.
At the front of our knight's base. It's nuts. Don't lose all your knights to the
fire galley.
Just run into the back.
Can't he get through? Oh no, yeah, he can get through. And the knights are patrolling. 10 knights remaining for our knights inside in Seaside Jack base.
I think our knight needs like a monastery or something to just deter the knights. Yeah. Like you don't necessarily need to kill them, but obviously killing them is nice. But just,
the TC is doing
something.
The TC is doing a fine work too.
Yeah. There's only the first defense upgrade, so and Seaside Jack does have bodkin, so the TC is actually doing a lot of damage to the knight. Oh my goodness. Knight's at the back of the base of our knight. And how is he doing this? How is he doing this? Yeah, how has he... Seaside Jack is just this relentless aggression.
Yeah, I think the
no eco behind it.
The score of Seaside Jack is just kills. It is a lot of kills. He's behind economically, but he's giving He's giving appearance that everything is fine.
And look, literally in terms of purely in terms of build numbers right now, Seaside Jack has 35 and his opponent has 40. Like, is that not insane? Like, where has this come from? Seaside Jack, who are you? This crazy man.
Okay, knights patrolling, Seaside Jack is. Those knights can come back, but they will suffer the fire. Oh, and Seaside Jack is aware. He's looking for the knight. He just carries on all the villager. He needs ballistic right now.
Yeah.
To finish those knights moving in the range. RKnight has the upgrade on these fire ships now. Going to be.
Seaside Jack has enough stone for another castle as well. He could place that defensively, and then he doesn't have to worry about the knights anymore.
Yep, and he has all the gold in the world. RKnight is not mining any more gold. RKnight is making war galley.
Oh my god! Can you see this?
The castle. Oh no! Oh
yeah. Yeah. I must be like maybe 1 or 2 seconds in front of you.
Yeah, but that's okay.
But okay, the castle hasn't gone up yet, but it is going to now. RKnight, just keep your knights on that location. Like when you see your opponent kind of letting all the build out in one go, you kind of know they want to drop a castle because people really rush up castles, right? So just try and dance your knights around, keep idling the build.
Okay, RKnight is getting the second armor upgrades for his knights. They are going to be a bit more sturdy toward the DC fire. We have more fleets. We have Mangonels moving forward. I mean, Mangonels can be very good here to kill the ship, the
galleys
ships,
and whatnot. Yeah.
And can destroy the docks too. But you have to be careful because they can be killed. Also, killing the docks here might stop the fishing. Okay, and Mangonels taking some punishments from the war galley.
And Seaside Jack is going for a couple of Maglia Hussar, which are obviously one of the coolest looking units in the game. I kind of think that maybe going for knights actually makes more sense here because he doesn't have that much food economy, but he's got a lot of gold, so you might as well use the gold, right?
Yeah,
for knights. I
agree on that. And Maglia Hussar only do bonus damage against siege, not ships. So.
Yeah. Okay, +2 defense coming in for Seaside Jack.
And the third castle could be placed very soon.
Pikeman coming in for RKnight. And he's got 2 barracks as well. I think RKnight has kind of realised what he needs to do. He just needs to have enough naval military to hold the shallows. Yeah. I think Seaside Jack maybe needs to think about adding another TC and really establishing that food eco, maybe taking out those knights that keep on harassing him at the back of his base. RKnight is about to discover Seaside Jack's second castle though. Oh, and there's a beautiful volley of arrows from Seaside Jack's castle, killing 2 knights in 1 shot. And
yeah,
it looks like Seaside Jack
the knights are targeting the farm. No!
No, that's tragic. That is tragic.
They got
my God.
They got
Seaside
the farm.
Jack, can you
they
see this
got
castle?
the farm.
Okay, Seaside Jack is trying to take control of the shore. I think he's going to do it.
Yeah, castle going up is definitely going to be helpful here.
The Seaside Jack going for handcart, like he's only got like 10 farmers, so I would question whether that's actually worthwhile. But literally, he's got 400 wood, just pump it all into farms, mate. That's all you need.
Okay, and Seaside Jack is going in the base of her knights again. Knights and Maglia Hussar. Very good looking army.
It is glorious. And also, they're fully upgraded. They've got the deadlines. They've got the armor.
Yep.
They automatically get the attack upgrades for free. I would love if Seaside Jack was here to tell us that he was just going for Magyar Hussar because they look cool, and I would be like, yes, you're 100% right.
Yeah, maybe he's using them because they look cool.
Yeah, maybe. And Seaside Jack is getting the monastery to get the relic in the middle. That's a good decision by him.
Yeah, more gold income. Those still no
market
oh, he's
coming out
getting
of
a
the
market at home.
Yeah, I think that's a great decision. He's got so much gold, just buy the food you need and like really start to boom up.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he needs right now because he could go Cavarcher actually. If he knew his opponent was going Pikeman, going Cavarcher could be very good.
I suppose, like, part of me would, if I'm facing Portuguese, I would kind of think, like, I don't want to go into a unit that doesn't deal well with the wolfen guns.
Yeah, but
then,
his opponent doesn't have a lot of stone.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot about this map. Yeah, the map, all the stone.
Because he has the middle island, so he has all the stone and all the gold.
And sorry, Seaside Jack has bought all the food to go up to Imp, and he's just gone up to Imp. Like, Seaside Jack doesn't give a crap about his economy. He's just pure intimidation, is what we're seeing right here. And his army is ravaging through RKnight8's base.
Yep. Killing bills. 60, 70 villager kill.
Yeah, I mean, 70 villagers to 4. Nuts. And I think it's just like, it shows you how much the score lies in this, in that like, nobody would see these stats and think like, oh yeah, well, RKnight, like, if you look at the res collected,
yeah,
RKnight has collected so much more. Yeah,
RKnight is so high in terms of res, but he's keep pumping villager, and Seaside just keep killing them.
Exactly. I think RKnight. Oh my god! Oh no! Oh no! Okay, Seaside Jack was about to drop another castle forward across the shallows, but he realised that all of the navy is there. That's good that he pulled that back. I think.
Yeah.
Maybe
no,
what Seaside Jack needs. Oh, gone.
How can he deal? No, he needs to deal with the navy. He has to find an answer to this navy.
He doesn't necessarily need like a massive amount of navy. Like all he needs is like a transport ship and then to land on his opponent's island.
Yeah, he's getting
if that makes sense.
docks right now.
Yeah. Or even like another castle securing the other side of the shallows.
Yeah, securing the shallows.
Yeah. Because he's got how much stone is in the middle? Yeah, there's still 4k stone in the middle, so he can drop another castle if he wants to.
More than one. RKnight has enough res to get up to Imp, but he needs 2 buildings or a castle. He will soon make a castle. Wait, RKnight is getting demolition ships.
Yeah, RKnight is getting
Trebs
the
for Seaside
university up.
What is he planning to do with Trebs? Okay, we have a university going up. So we have the first building.
Skirmish is coming out for Seaside Jack. And a castle for RKnight. A little bit away from the shore, but I think that makes sense. You don't want it to be too easy to trap down.
There was a time for Seaside Jacks to take the game, but I think because he waited a lot,
oh my god! Can you see this castle?
It's not going to be good for him because he's behind economically.
Yeah, I mean there are a lot of res being floated at the moment, but I actually think that if Seaside Jack can get this castle up, he's actually suddenly in a decent position.
Now there is still room on the shallows to keep things from approaching.
Oh, And not even demo ships, demo rafts being flooded in now.
Yeah, but they should be upgraded. They are not doing enough.
Ow.
Okay,
yeah,
maybe they do enough. They do enough.
Seaside Jack doesn't need eco, he just needs vibes. Well said, Dom Husk. And just like Seaside Jack, he's kind of suicided most of his army for that, but he's kind of just biding his time now. He doesn't need anything else. His skirms are being sniped off one at a time as they make their way across the map by these knights. Can you see them?
Yep.
Yeah, the
No.
yeah. Tragic. Okay. However, our knight is keeping his cool. He's up to imp. He's got 20 pikes. He doesn't know this, but he has way more vills than his opponent.
And way more res.
Yeah. Way more everything. So if our knight can just hold, also like I feel like in late game, particularly in a map like this, Portuguese just scale better, right?
Yeah, he can build Victoria if needs be.
True.
It can be a very long game, actually.
Should we go on to if we both pause now? Pause?
Yeah?
And should we go on to double speed?
Yeah, we could.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, bam. Okay. Okay, so I love that our knight is kind of just warming up. He just wants to bide his time. However, he's anticipating an army that just doesn't exist. Like, he sees the score, he thinks his opponent has a massive economy, a massive army, and there's just nothing like that.
But he knows his opponent doesn't have a big economy, a big army.
Oh yeah, because of his knights at the back.
Knights.
Yeah, of course, I forgot about that. Yeah. Oh my god, did we just see? We saw 1 hour in double bit axe.
Does no.
1 hour in double bit axe. That's some sort of record, man.
Yeah, I think that's also something that held AoE eco behind. He's missing a lot of eco upgrades actually. He has a lot of bits, but those villagers are not efficient.
Let's be honest, like, not to criticize players, but lack of eco upgrades is the last thing that Seaside Jack needs to think about with 1 hour and 10 minutes of vital TC time. But
yeah,
oh my goodness.
I agree. But his villager, the small amount of villager he has are more efficient.
Can you see this? The halbs are being kind of taken out.
Yep.
Not quite. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there. There's just a lot going on. Oh my goodness. Okay, so the scorpions are just absolutely kind of obliterating the halbs, but the bombard cannon is taking out the scorpions. Magyar Hussars coming in, sniping the cannon. Seaside Jack, again, using his vibes of intimidation to keep our knight in place. Is it as an view?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What? Aaron, what was this game? What was this game?
I don't know, but it was fun. Well, who would have guessed Seaside Jack's winning at the beginning? Wait, he's not taking the water?
And we've embarrassed ourselves by casting this game because we were both like, oh yeah, you know, Portuguese, man. Portuguese, they're the sim for this map. And then this Seaside Jack comes in with a bag full of swag and no eco, and he just obliterates all our ideas of the meta. Love this, man. Oh, what a game.
Yeah, what a game. Very interesting one.
Alright, I'm just gonna I'll load up the next game.
Yeah.
And I'll pause it immediately, and you know, just so we can coordinate and everything.
Oh, this is the one who is in 2 parts.
It is. I might also have to go and get a glass of water.
Yeah, we'll do the same.
Yeah.
Be right back.
I love that we're on the same kind of wavelength with this. Hasker's kind of pointed out that, yeah, like Seaside Jack had a plan, which is basically just hold the middle and kind of push from there. And I do applaud that. That is true. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna get some water. See you in 5 minutes, and you guys can enjoy my glorious, my be right back screen. Oh my goodness, I'm so proud of it. All right, be right back, guys.
Okay, I'm back. Okay, he's not back here yet. I already spoiled the map and the civilization on my sides. Okay, it's a very, very cute Be Right Back image. Yeah, he has a Be Right Back image. I don't have yet. Okay, so next map is Copenhagen. And we will have Persians played by RKnight8 and Celts played by Seaside Jack. Good. I feel like Persian is a very good sieve. Persian is a very good sieve overall. They have bombards, so they can play this map very efficiently. Faster walking dock, faster walking TC, faster edge ups too.
Hey man, you're right.
Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, I'm analyzing the sieves of the map and the map. And you won't believe me if I said that RKnight8 already has a very good sieve again for the map. And and Seaside Jack has an outsider sieves again. Okay, let's go.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1,
go.
Lovely. And we're playing on one speed.
Yeah, one speed.
2 times speed. Yeah. Cool.
It can go quite fast here.
Yeah, nice man.
I'm cooking dinner now.
Would you like to introduce the map?
I don't know to introduce a map. It's Copenhagen. It's like Fortress, but you are near the shore, so you have water to fish again. You need to fish. There is plenty of fish in the big lake, the sea. I think it's the sea. You have 2,925 food from the shore. Deep fish, even more actually, it's more sweet. 3,100 food. And you have also a small lake on the other side of the map with 3 relics and more fish. This map is played as a regicide map, so you start with kings, and if your king die, you lose. It can be very important. We had some professional player lose their king to the opponent castle because they were scouting with them. And they run into the castle. You start with more views.
Yeah. This is... Oh, go on. I was just gonna say, this to me, this seems like a map where the person who made it was like, Fortress is already quite a specific type of map and quite a specific start. What if we made it more complicated?
Actually, I prefer Copenhagen compared to Fortress, because in Fortress you don't have anything to do during Feudal Age. Here on Copenhagen, you have to fight for the water, or you can fight for the water. And it looks like Seaside Jack is going to fight for the water today, because he has 2 docks already.
No, that's a good shout. And I guess this is quite interesting because if I saw this Civ matchup on this map, I would normally think that Persians are the map for the are the Civ for this because they get the water bonus, but also they're such a good booming Civ. But Celts can be so aggressive on water maps with the wood bonus, so they can really spam that their early feudal military on water. And then I think particularly at lower ELOs, people often underestimate how good Woad Raiders and Rams are, like Rams garrisoned with Woad Raiders.
Yeah.
So maybe Seaside Jack can make something happen here.
I agree on that. Would be very strong. Seaside Jack doesn't have any more already. Oh, you don't start with gold here?
I mean, it looks like RKnight is going for just a kind of fast castle kind of build, I think, I assume. And Seaside Jack going up a little bit later, but he's gone for the double dock, which makes me think that he is going to go kind of heavy on water aggro.
Yeah, but he needs to go on gold to...
Yeah, that's true.
And he's not yet on gold. And it would be late, and I'm pretty sure RKnight is going to add a dock. Maybe not. No.
We'll see, we'll see.
No, he's walling with houses, the back of his base.
I mean, that's just in case RKnight blanks him from off the map. It can happen. Nah, I'm just putting it back. But yeah, I mean, who knows? Who knows what Seaside Jack's kind of attitude there? But RKnight is already up to feudal, and what are we going to see from him? What buildings are we going to see? He's got a market. He's got a black stable. Okay, so RKnight is maybe going to get a couple of scouts out, get map control, maybe get some relic.
No fire ships yet, no galley. Seaside Jack is going more heavy on gold.
I feel like Seaside Jack is going to be able to fast castle. He's just going to... It's a slow fast castle, let's call it that. A medium castle.
Yeah, he's going to be up to castle. Nobody's playing the water. That's interesting. Oh, no, Seaside Jack is playing the water a bit. He needs more builds on gold. And he doesn't have the buildings to get up, to go up right now. A slow castle? Hey, wait. That's my breed. He's stealing my breed.
Seaside Jack is he's getting a galley. He's getting the eco upgrades. He's gonna have his eco's gonna be really good by the time he does get up.
Yeah, he has the gold upgrade, the wood upgrade, and the farm upgrade. He's fine.
Yeah.
But RKnight has clicked up.
I'm kind of curious, like, what buildings is he actually going to go to for his feudal buildings? Like, does he go for the market and blacksmith from this? But he's already got the barracks, so he can go for a stable himself or something.
And I think market and blacksmith make more sense for Celts, because their stables not that good.
Yeah.
And the range units are not that good too.
Yeah, I can see that. I think
he's adding more.
In some ways, having the Woad Raider, I would prefer to have access to the Woad Raider than the Persian War Elephant on this map, if that makes sense.
Yeah, Persian Elephant are very good game-ending units, but
yeah,
if you want to play early on, you can't really use them, and they early on, if you don't have enough, they can be converted quite rapidly. So yeah.
I mean, this is going to be really embarrassing if we end up with RKnight having like 200 elite war elephants by the end of this game, right?
Yeah, I mean, not embarrassing, but he will play in the strength of his civilization. Okay, RKnight is up to Castle Age. He's building a new TC.
Seaside Jack is going for quite a heavy water push now.
Yeah, I feel like he waited a bit.
Maybe a little bit too late.
He waited a bit too long before going to test the water. Seaside Jack
He
this
is
time
going to
is the
take
one
out.
being ahead in terms of res collected, but idle TC is kicking in. He still doesn't have any building to go up Castle Age yet. And
Yeah,
idle TC time is going up. Okay, we have a stables coming.
I do like
And a range!
that.
Stable and range! But you are playing Celts? Why? You can make
Who knows?
blacksmith and market, and it could be quite
I mean,
interesting. And you with the market, with the blacksmith you get the... He has a plan. Yeah, he has a plan. Seaside
yeah,
Jack
he has a plan.
has a plan. You are right, Lana. Seaside Jack has a
If
plan.
And yeah, if the last game showed us anything, it's that Seaside Jack knows how to play these maps way better than we do. So, you know, who are we to question him? Right?
Exactly. Who are we to question Seaside Jack plan?
I do love RKnight getting the TC on the center wood. He's already got the light cavalry as well to kind of secure map control. So I quite like RKnight's position right now, even if he is going to lose all his Fisher.
Okay, Seaside Jack's going on stone now. He's going to put down more castle.
I feel like Seaside Jack just likes castles. We saw this in the first game. He likes to put a lot of castles on. RKnight hasn't quite scouted all of the map, but he is... Oh, I love this third town centre as well from RKnight. I would maybe prefer the third town centre on the wood line, just because the wood line will last longer than the gold wall. But no, RKnight is doing a good job of expanding outside of his base. But Seaside Jack has cleared up the water. The water is now Seaside Jack's. He's picking the sea in Seaside Jack, obviously. But he is up to castle, so what are we going to see from him? What's his initial moves?
You can click up to him very soon.
Yeah, I didn't even... He's going for a fast imp. I mean, that would be such a play. I have no idea what it would be fast imp into, but it would be interesting.
Okay, Wood Warrior have been queued up. I'm a bit
Okay.
ahead of you. I'm going to pose.
If you get Arson, and you know you get maybe the armor upgrades for World Raiders, how quickly can they take down a Persian town center? I have no idea, but I feel like there's something to that. If your opponent had no military really other than 5 light cavalry.
No,
He
used his food for World Raiders. He's going for the TC.
He's gonna secure. He's gonna get map control with World Raiders, and then he's gonna drop a castle on the front TC. I think that is what we're going to see here. However, these light cavalry do have bloodlines, so it is worth that they're not just completely unupgraded light cavalry. They have.
TC's 1 TC.
It looks like he's gonna stay 1
missed
TC
one.
for the time being. 1 villager down.
RKnight's going to look for a TC. Who needs more than 1 TC?
Yeah. And Seaside Jack does have the score lead, so you know there is a method to the madness, guys.
Yeah, and he's hammering the house wall from RKnights.
I mean, we've all been there where it's actually really annoying that your opponent is destroying your houses constantly. So maybe that's how he's going to go 1 TC, and he's just going to hope that he constantly keeps his opponent housed by destroying all of the houses. 8 World Raiders now. The World Raiders are actually getting in kind of worrying numbers, and Seaside Jack is actually backing these up with pikes, and you know, just going straight into knights isn't going to be the answer that RKnight thinks it might be. And there is now enough stone for a castle, so are we going to see a forward castle?
I would like to see a forward castle in the middle, on the middle TC.
And Those wood, they have the first armor upgrade, so the woods are actually kind of able to tank a bit of the clan center fire.
Yep.
Second attack upgrade in. 5 pikemen, 8 wood raiders. Ah, and there's the castle. Can you see it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No. And it is worth highlighting that Seaside Jack does have the water. So his, even though he is only on 1 town center, he has 7 fishing trips. So even though he's almost got half the number of villas that his opponent has, he's not out of this yet, and he still has the score lead. So let's see what happens. Castle is up.
Yeah, and RKnight doesn't see it. He doesn't have the line of sight on the castle yet.
Ah, yeah.
So the castle will go up.
There you go. Crazy. And I mean, Lana said that res collected is equal. I would kind of question that. It is like 1k in RKnight's favor.
Yeah, but we saw previously that being ahead in terms of res collected doesn't mean everything.
And RKnight has had to evacuate this TC.
I think
Second
right now
coming in.
Seaside Jack would really need Imperial, because then he can purge the castle from the... Yeah, but if he goes Imperial, he can purge the castle, but he can't really...
Yeah. He has so much res in the bank. I kind of drop a Siege Workshop, get 2 or 3 rams, and just spam Woad Raiders. Like, I don't think RKnight would necessarily be able to hold that. He doesn't have the military production to hold it. But I guess RKnight does have so many res in the bank himself. He could drop like 3 or 4 stables.
Yeah. What are the houses being completely ignored? Yeah, you are right, Lana, but sometimes. Also, if Seaside Jack goes for the south water, he will lose the villager. So right now he doesn't know it, but he's better not going for it. RKnight could go on the south water on the other hand.
Seaside Jack is dropping his second town center now on the center wood. But RKnight has completely forgotten about his light cavalry. Yeah, it's always useful to keep an eye on your extra military, but RKnight is up to Imperial.
Up to Imperial.
Are we going to see RKnight strike back? Dropping more stables than
stables and barracks.
Yeah. What is the plan here? I wonder as well whether are we going to see Commander and Crossbow, because I feel like particularly at I'm a big fan of Commander, but I think particularly at lower ELOs, people love Commander.
Yeah, I mean, I have a unique technology. Why shouldn't I use it?
Of course, exactly.
I mean, when I was young, I only used unique unit for the game.
Yeah, quite.
The other one are standards. Who wants to play standards units?
Seaside Jack coming in with a little bit of a raid there, killing a couple of vills.
Yeah.
His opponent doesn't have flattering, so the Woads are actually tanking arrow fire quite well. The University is coming up though, so
13's equal kills. 13's equal kill for Seaside Jacks again.
Yeah, that's true.
15.
It's again, I feel like this set is exemplary of idle time versus aggression, right? Like what is macro more important than pure aggression? And we're seeing a clash of philosophies.
Yeah.
Town center down for RKnight, but RKnight does have he's up to imp. He's got Krebs in the queue. His opponent has 34 military, but quite a lot of that, 10 of that is on at sea. So I think in terms of military, they're actually quite even. And once some of the imperial upgrades come in for the knights, they're able to counter the pike.
Yep.
Very, very well. However, sorry, I didn't realise Seaside Jack is up to Imperial himself. What is this game, Baron? Like, just 43 pop up. Love this. Love this.
Seaside Jack could deny the older gold from RKnight8. Those
true.
villagers are mining undefended.
I mean, RKnight8 isn't really taking the gold in his base. Like, I kind of appreciate the foresight of that. Like, you might have to fall back onto it. And Commander is coming in. Ooh. Lecturing coming in.
Yeah, range coming, bot fetching, Commander.
University remains unfinished. But RKnight8 is going to be pushing. I think he's pushing the mining camp with the treb.
Yep.
You can't. That mining camp is much more important to target than the castle. It's an active aggression. I can see that. I like. It's a symbolic victory for RKnight8 then.
This is my goal.
Exactly. He's marking his territory.
Oh, there is a TC going down. No, well, there was a TC being built on the other corner.
Oh yeah,
Seaside Jack.
Oh.
And the scouts that didn't do a lot until now.
Suddenly.
Killed 6 villagers, I think.
Yeah, very nice.
And the TC will go down.
Seaside Jack has like he's almost got he's got more military than he has eco units, right?
Yep.
Like I love that. He's spamming more fish now. At this point, I think as well.
It's a bit too late.
Like, exactly. Yeah. It's
And the fish.
unless you're gonna put fish traps up, but even then, it's still a bit.
The fish could be made better because there is still deep fish remaining, but not enough
They're so
to
far
justify
away.
all those fishing ships.
Oh,
But new dock could be good. Okay, the fights.
there's a big fight going on.
Yeah, we are going under the castle. We lost a lot
It
of
looks like
There is
RKnight is going to take
30.
a better fight.
There are 33. Wait, we didn't see. Oh, wait, there is a lot of pikes in the back where the TC was being built. But right now they could be needed in the front on the.
RKnight, he's maneuvering his players' military out of position. You sly dog. What a play. However, that castle isn't down yet, and Seaside Jack did actually manage to snipe one of his opponent's trebs with his own trebs.
Yep.
I think that castle will probably go down unless the remaining treb gets sniped. There's also, I'm not sure whether did we see. Okay, no, RKnight doesn't have chemistry yet, so he's researching chemistry right now, so he can't get bombard cannon yet. And I would say bombard cannon is a key unit in this matchup.
Yeah, having bombards is very good. And Celts don't have bombs, but they have grid siege.
Oh my goodness, the mangonel shots on the commander and crossbows there, not quite hitting. And I mean, just to emphasize, like, obviously pikemen do get the attack bonus versus cavalier, but until they're halberdier, cavalier can handle pikemen very easily. Like, halberdier absolutely spank cavalier, but pikemen it's not the same.
Yeah, and
yeah.
yes, the last armor, great.
And Lana's highlighted no more stone, or very little stone for Jack right now.
Yep.
So he's unable to rebuild the castle, but the trebs have been sniped. He's got one more out ready, and chemistry has just come in, so he can now start to spam the bombard cannon, which is such a lovely unit to have access to.
Yep, but
Honestly, one of my favorite
siege
units.
workshop for now. I don't see any siege workshop. Suddenly 10 village skew. Yeah, 10 village
Yeah.
skew.
Seaside Jack suddenly realizing that he needs to actually produce economic units, so he's got 15 bills in queue, as you do. He has got 3 town centers now, so he has more town centers than his opponent. So he could maybe, if he can hold, he can catch back up. My dog is demanding my attention. I'm not really sure why. She is a sweetie though.
Mine is sleeping under the desk.
Oh, should be alright.
Being very quiet. And the other one is behind my girlfriend.
Oh. I love Seaside Jack has this monk out. Presumably to get the relic, but it's actually healing up his unit. And that makes a lot of sense. I think in this position, Seaside Jack really needs to prioritize getting Halberdier, seeing as that's his opponent's main unit.
Halberdier isn't that expensive, right?
What is it? 600 gold, 400 food, something like that.
300 food, yeah. Could be.
Oh, yeah.
Could sell some wood, maybe. Does he have a monk?
Lan has asked why I don't put the webcam on my dog, and I should do that in the future. I haven't got the webcam set up. Though, so.
She asked everyone to do it.
Yeah. also, I'm really ugly, Lana. Then you'd have to see my face. So there's that.
Don't say that.
I mean, you know, as per my new icon, I'm clearly a cow man. So, yeah, you don't want to see that. Anyway.
Okay, so RKnight is targeting the TC from. No, Seaside Jack is targeting the TC of RKnight. RKnight is trying to kill the trap. Is going to kill them. Is he killing the traps or monks? He killed the monks. No, the monks are alive. Okay, pikeman, but still no upgrade, no alb upgrade. Oh, we are repairing.
This is going to be a really bad fight for Seaside Jack. I think.
Yeah, this is going to be very bad.
However, Seaside Jack manages to snipe one crab with his own crabs. Cavalier numbers are still high enough. Seaside Jack managed to snipe both traps. Do you see that? Crazy.
Yeah. And the castle is almost back to full health, and we have Halberdier coming in.
Halberdier is coming in, but the game's over. Or rather, this is one of the games that crashed, I think, so we have to swap over to the next rack. So let's both do that on our respective streams, and we'll pause immediately, and then we'll press play when we're both ready, yeah?
Okay. I'm ready. Oh, you left. You quit Capture Age by mistake. Oh no, you are here. Oh yeah, you are on the game over.
Yeah. I've gotta give me a second. I feel like Capture Age takes a while to load. Oh. Oh goodness, I had a bit of a crash there.
Yeah, your stream is offline.
Oh dear. Okay, one sec. Let's just see. Oh, OBS has just crashed. Okay, let me just. How is this? All right, let me stop streaming and start streaming again. Give me a second.
I wait for you.
Sorry, thanks, man. Disaster.
Nah, it's happened. I mean, you are still alive on my YouTube. So, everything is fine. Oh. Oh, I'm alone now. I'm still going to wait for him a bit. Okay, he's back. Not on Discord anymore. Black screen for Okay. Yeah, you're back. Your stream is back.
Sorry about that, man.
No, nothing to be sorry. Okay, you are a bit ahead of me. You can start. I will rejoin you.
Okay. 3, 2, 1,
Go.
go. All right. So we just saw quite a bad engagement for Seaside Jack. Halberdier is coming in.
Yep.
Okay. So maybe Seaside Jack is able to kind of stabilize here a bit. He's still got a good amount of eco.
Yeah.
And he is getting more eco, which is what he needs to do. He needs to get.
Yeah, but he's getting a lot of
on...
fishing ships, which are... Oh, wait, he's fishing... He's making fish traps, actually.
Yeah, and fish traps are actually quite efficient towards the later stages of the game. What's kind of interesting is it's going to be this control of the central wood, which actually starts to become really contentious.
Yep.
And, ooh, Seaside Jack is going for... Cannon Galleon, I love that. I think getting like one Cannon Galleon just to be a nuisance on his opponent's kind of base makes a lot of sense.
But he won't
maybe
be able
even
to
dropping
snipe a lot of things, but he could open a path.
Yeah, and even sorry, I was literally about to say Seaside Jack should put a dock on the central pond, the smaller pond. And he's doing that literally right now. He read my mind from the past. What a powerful
And he's scouting with Alps too, getting some intel. What does it look like in the back of RKnight base? Okay, RKnight's hammering the castle again.
Yeah, and at this point as well, you're seeing 33 Cavalier, 27 crossbows, and bombard cannons. It's looking pretty dicey. I think that RKnight's, you know, at the start I was kind of skeptical of RKnight going for commander in that early, but I think now he's got this ideal army con. As he clicks Savar, what a sexy upgrade!
In 2 minutes there will be an unstoppable unit on the field. RKnight has
and that castle goes down.
So much food.
I actually love the Celt's castle design as well. It looks very sick.
Yeah, very beautiful one.
And this is RKnight just needs to buy himself time to build up military and time to stabilize. But he's got 2k food and almost 1k gold.
Yeah, but the difficulty is not going to be wood.
Yeah.
For Seaside Jack.
Can't go hard. Yeah. He doesn't have enough wood for help production. Maybe he could go mass woads or champions, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, but champions won't cut it against Sava. He needs Alps.
Yeah.
He could go Alps and Scorpions, but he really needs wood, a lot of wood right now. Scorpions could be good. Oh wait, he's going to castle drop.
Oh, he's gonna castle drop a castle.
Yeah! Challenge!
And I mean, I do love the idea, like, he's got 2 crabs. He seems to know there might be something there, but no, he's losing the girls there. It looks like, I wonder whether he's going to actually try and re-establish some of his eco towards back here. I guess what he doesn't know is that his opponent already had, like, 2 castles there. So, and RKnight is quite happy to just slowly push through Seaside Jack place. It's also worth remembering this is a regicide map, so if RKnight wanted to, he'd probably take out Seaside Jack's king very quickly. And Seaside Jack is absolutely evacuating most of his economy from the top right-hand corner of the map. And can you see this? The town center?
Yeah, the TC, yeah.
It's literally like 3 tiles away from RKnight's like castle there. Oh dear. I feel like RKnight's castle placement now, he cannot have known how good a castle that was gonna be until this moment where suddenly it's gonna be so annoying for Seaside Jack to actually expand his base at all. Seaside Jack has remembered his king, he's evacuated his king, good for him.
Does he have a transport ship? Is he making 1 transport ship because the king is moving toward the docks?
I mean, he's not queuing one up.
The bombards, the cannon galleon is not taking anything.
Just sitting there. I do enjoy this one galley attacking the height.
Keeping the house.
And RKnight has dutifully repaired it with this one bill.
Yep.
Castle's gone down.
Castle's going down. Well, we need to get in, but it will be very fast to kill the walls.
Lana's suggested.
The king is not evacuated yet. There is no transport ship. Oh, the transport ship is being made.
Okay, and Lana suggested that Seaside Jack actually hide his king in RKnight's base. And I can kind of see that. If it hugs the shore, Seaside Jack wouldn't look here either.
Should be a win for Seaside Jacks. You take your king in your opponent base. It's a win.
Yeah, and at this point as well, look at how quickly, like, even these stone walls actually die relatively quickly to the Savar.
Yep.
And oh, I mean, those traps are definitely going to break in. And suddenly the Savar are in. This isn't most of Seaside Jack's eco, but it is a very large minority of it. And
yeah, but you can kill the dogs, and there will be no fishing anymore. And the king is fleeing. The king leaves his people.
Yeah, the king. Oh my goodness. It is also worth highlighting that Seaside Jack does have a bit of a push going at the bottom of the map.
Yep.
And the king's safe.
The king is safe.
Is he just going to keep it on the transport ship in the corner of the map?
Glory to the king. The king is safe.
Okay, and at this point, Seaside Jack is trying to run away vills from his main base, but they're being hunted down by Savar. His push is happening. The push is happening, and the one castle has gone down. There's only another castle, and RKnight is actually very vulnerable down here right now. He doesn't have any military this way. The Savar are responding, and so the commander and crossbow, which I would suggest are the more important unit to respond to this hell push. And oh no, Seaside Jack's making a TC, but he hasn't quite realised there's a castle there.
There is another castle.
RKnight8 had enough of the castles in the first game. He was like, "Oh, you like castles, do you? Well, I'm gonna spam castles."
And the server are here, the traps will be
Yeah,
undetected.
I think those traps are gonna go down straight away with that amount of server. One trap down.
Goodbye traps.
Another trap down. Another trap down. I feel like that might be GG.
Yeah.
RKnight, 3 traps have come. Seaside Jack just wants to you know, farm in peace, and RKnight is saying no, there's no peace for you here. This is very much RKnight saying, get out of my game at this point. And there's the GG.
And no king died today.
Whew, what a game.
Yeah.
That was that
was
definitely
a
one of
funny
the best.
one. Another funny
Yeah.
one. Very nice.
I feel like RKnight constantly felt like he was in the driver's seat, but Seaside Jack did a good job of making it interesting, if that makes sense. But RKnight was very much in his comfort zone in that game.
Yep. Okay,
Alright.
yeah, next one.
Yes, next game, and let's hope that not everything doesn't immediately crash this time when I show you. Give me a second.
Okay, so we are on Fractal and we have Bulgarians against Spanish.
Nice.
I tend to confound Fractal and Spiral. Firewall.
Yeah.
Which are completely different
Fractal.
maps. You can fish on
I'm
both.
on 4 seconds in.
Yeah.
Okay. Ready? 3,
Yes.
2, 1, go. All right. Would you like to do the introductions for this map, Dan?
Well, I did the previous one. I leave you to it.
Okay. Well, Fractal is, I believe it's Seaside Jack's map. So that's quite interesting. I mean, Lana's pointing that out in the chat. But it's very much, for me, Fractal kind of seems like almost like a hybrid version of Socotra, which then has the potential to become a much bigger game than Socotra. There's a lot of hunt. There's a lot of potential for aggression and laming at the start. However, you can also chop through the woodline on the outside to the abundance of fish. You can also wall in your fish by docking at a particular point, kind of halfway on the water between each player. And then in the late game, players might be able to chop into the outside of the map where there's more gold and more wood and stone and whatnot. And of course, there's an abundance of stone and gold in the center of the map to the kind of southwest of the players, if that makes sense. Any other thoughts on the map other than what I've just said, Darren?
No, you said everything. Yeah, you only have one boar. Actually, you start with only one boar.
Important note.
So only one elephant. So laming can be actually a very good strategy. And if you know to do it at a lower elo, you can definitely steal the game with that, I think.
And this is one of the few maps in AoE leagues where you're allowed to lame, I think.
I don't remember
most
the
maps
rules.
you aren't, I don't know.
What are those casters not knowing the rules?
Yeah, I can't believe I'm casting with somebody who doesn't know the rules, man. But I was gonna say, who is your preferred serve here?
I like both, but for different reasons. I actually like Bulgarians because they can pull the Manatam Rush, a quite good Manatam Rush. Here, so you can be a pain on the woodline or on the berries. After that,
I suppose. Sorry, I was just gonna say. I suppose if Seaside, if Seaside Jack sees like a man-at-arms rush coming, he can take wood in the back where it's very easy to wall it in.
Yeah. But he didn't go for the safe wood, right? No. Seaside Jack. Wait. Seaside Jack is not on wood. RKnight is already on wood, and has a very exposed wood bank.
I feel like Spanish have a simpler game plan for the map like this. You know, you just fast castle, you drop the castle, and then you go into conks.
Yep.
And it's a very simple game plan. So I don't know. I feel like there's things to be said about each civ here. They're both. Neither of them are bad on this map.
Yep, I agree on that. Yeah. Also with Bulgarian, you can spam creep posts, and there is a lot of stone on the map. Creep post can definitely be a good tool here against Conquistador.
Yeah, and let's just appreciate as well. So when I first started playing, back in the kind of HD days, only the pros lured deer. And right now, what yellow is this? Like 800 yellow?
Yeah, between 800 and 1000 ADO.
Yeah, I mean, this is insane. Like, look at these guys are luring deer like the pros were back in the day, and I kind of love that. I mean, RKnight may be luring deer a little bit more messily than Seaside Jack, but it's still very impressive. Kudos to both players. And look at this, beautiful from Seaside Jack, kind of anticipating his opponent's man-at-arms rush. He's going straight for that defensive gate at the back, and he should be able to fast castle relatively well.
Already going on. Stone.
He might struggle for food though if his berries go down. It's actually quite interesting. I feel like Seaside Jack, one of the notes I would make here is Seaside Jack has made all his houses towards the front of his TC. Instead, if he walled like from his TC across towards the lumber camp in front of his berries, not the lumber camp, the wood on the side in front of his berries, then it would actually be really hard to harass his berries, and suddenly he would be in a great position to fast castle.
Yeah, I agree on that.
Yeah, he is going to stay on feudal for a bit. He doesn't have the. He's not going to have the res to go up immediately.
Only one ball is a.
Yeah.
Maybe stealing a ball can really help him. Like you go for the ball, you get loom very early, and you go for the ball.
Yeah.
Also, both elephants were the opponents. If it's always like that, definitely, and if luring, if stealing ball is allowed, this is definitely something I would do.
No, I can see that. I think RKnight's man-at-arms are starting to come in. RKnight needs to. Where is RKnight Scout? It should be. I have no idea
It's
where
on
RKnight
the
is.
outer. He's scouting around.
I guess he's scouting to see whether his opponent is on water, but RKnight has managed to push his opponent's vills off berries, so suddenly Seaside Jack is going to really struggle to get food income. But RKnight, mate, don't. Oh goodness, there's a little bit of lag on my categories done, but RKnight is just taking his man-at-arms away, and like honestly, I feel like the play is to keep harassing your opponent's berries because it's the one vulnerability here in Seaside Jack's base. RKnight is following up with skirms, which I think makes a lot of sense. Yeah, RKnight is being very careful. I think he probably understands that he is in quite a precarious position here. He needs to make something happen in feudal. Oh, and Man-at-Arms is being battered to death by villagers.
How's those villagers going for it? Oh, is it a tour rush?
Oh,
It's a tour rush.
this is. Oh my god, no. Okay. So Seaside Jack has his scout there. It's so lucky that his scout was there. Otherwise,
Yeah,
he would be
tour is
losing
down.
4 or 5 vills there. Wow. I actually think if Seaside Jack can like wall up on this right hand side and then just tower behind, like that was 100% worth it. His blacksmith is being denied.
Yeah, you can lame on Fractal.
Yeah.
Steel ball on Fractal. No, the blacksmith, remove it! Delete it!
Blacksmith goes down.
I got the wood back. And he's going for the tower. No?
This is so...
Both teams only have archer, they don't have crossbow. That's an interesting thing.
Yeah.
But both are making some archer. Okay, we are trying to get the blacksmith up. Only one villager?
I feel like Seaside Jack is trying too hard to make something happen when he doesn't need to make something happen in feudal. Like his civ is better as the game goes later, right? So just be patient, just play defensive. Don't try and tower rush your opponent at 60 minutes on. And maybe get some farms up.
Yep, there's a lot of food.
Oh my goodness, those the man-at-arms and the skirms, they're just about to avoid that. They're missing the builds. Oh my goodness, the builds are going forward. The builds are going forward, but they're getting caught by another man-at-arms. And oh my goodness, this is terrible. RKnight realizes this is going to be a massacre, guys.
No.
One villager down, another villager down, maybe another one. Okay, that could be worse. Only 2 vills.
Yeah, but he lost a fair share of archer. He's going to lose them all. The man-at-arms are going to kill the barracks.
And at this point as well, I love RKnight is actually managed to wall across the entire front. You can tell RKnight likes playing the closed map. Seaside Jack forced to do a defensive tower here. I think that blacksmith will probably go down before the tower goes up.
The barracks,
I mean, if the man-at-arms stayed on that. Oh no! Oh my goodness. Okay, the man-at-arms being pulled back. Veteran coming in to increase the amount of attack on the tower. And
one belongs Seaside Jacks.
But now look at the food counts of our respective players and how many vills they have on food. Like RKnight's economy is looking very solid and very developed. Seaside Jack just about getting his food economy started.
Yeah, but Seaside Jack has a dock now. You could see some fishing ships. While RKnight has access to the sea but didn't put down the dock.
In the actual res collected, like RKnight is a little bit ahead, but he's not as ahead as you would have thought.
Yeah, but he's not collecting stone, so he's actually collecting more useful res right now.
Yeah. And I don't think this tower is going to go up. I think if the skirms just stay there. More archers going down. Okay, yeah, this tower will now go up after like 10 build, forcing it up. So Seaside Jack has kind of bought himself time, but our knight is up to Castle Age.
We have Bulgarians, so Krepos could be an option.
I'm going to keep the game running. I've just got to sort something out. I'll keep the game running. Baron, are you quite happy to keep casting for a minute?
Yeah, I keep casting. It's just I can't move your screen, so unzoom for your viewer. Okay. Our knights soon to be up to castle. Seaside Jack movies archer forward now. Both thieves don't have crossbowmen. Oh, Seaside Jack's losing one archer on the way. Our knight's going to fight back with his skirmisher. We are fishing. Oh, the deer is going away. You are not seeing that on Manbeast.
Alright, I'm back.
Okay.
I think our knight is in a very solid position right here.
Yeah, right now our knight is in a very good position. He will be able to... No, he doesn't have a stables, but he could follow with... Oh, he has a stables actually, and he could follow with Carvacher, because they have almost fully upgraded Carvacher. Bulgarians. No, they are fully upgraded actually. No, they are missing the last armor upgrade for the archer, but it's not the most important one, and they have portion tactics. Could follow with Carvacher, could make knights. No, he has the free longswordsman upgrade. He's getting a TC on the gold and stone in the middle.
Beautiful. Actually, I almost feel like this might be not necessarily a mistake, but we know that Seaside Jack loves dropping forward very aggressive castles, and that can snowball really quickly.
Yep. Especially with Spanish.
Yeah.
Okay, and our knight is walling the middle. He's walling
okay.
the villager in. He doesn't have enough stone, he can't fully wall. Yeah, wait, he has enough stone. But why?
Yeah, I'm not sure what that is.
Why is there a wall? Maybe he didn't have... No, doesn't make any sense. Right. Or maybe he didn't have the vision when he put down the walls. Okay, he put them down now.
Yeah, there we are. Okay, so Seaside Jack is going to be out.
Good lines, forging. So he might not be thinking about Conquistador right off the bat. He's first thinking about knights. Our knights has his own knights. Seaside Jack's going to try to hold side.
And our knight is starting to move out a little bit with his forward.
But where will he go?
Okay, town center at the back of his base. If he deletes the tower, he still has enough. Well, he's still got enough stone anyway for a castle.
Yep.
Perhaps he secures one side of his base with the town center and the other side with the castle.
Yep.
There it is. Now, what do you think the play is here for Seaside Jack to kind of get back into this? I suppose our knight doesn't actually have a second town center himself yet.
Our knight doesn't have a second town center. Our knight is not fishing. Seaside Jack is fishing. The ship, he doesn't know about all the deep fish available to him, but they are fishing. He's not that far behind.
He's not.
Yeah,
no.
he has
and he has vills in the queue. So he should be able to catch up relatively quickly if his opponent stays on 1 TC. I think what we've seen previously is that Seaside Jack's weakness, so to speak, is more keeping that TC running. And we see that a little bit in this game, right? 7 minutes of idle TC time. So if Seaside Jack can just keep that TC running, you should be able to get back into it. I didn't actually appreciate he's got fish. Crazy.
Yeah, he's got fletching.
Yeah. So, I mean, his eco is a little bit better than we give him credit for.
No, his eco is good right now. He might catch back. Could get more docks. He could try to steal the fish on RKnight8's side. If RKnight
RKnight is going to be aggressive though.
Yeah,
he's
RKnight
got
is
the
going
ram,
to be
he's
aggressive.
got the
Yeah.
mangonel.
A ram and a mangonel.
And is 3 knights and 2 conquistadors enough to hold this back?
I don't think so. Also, Seaside Jack could just add a mangonel, get rid of the ram. And the push will be slow.
The ram is slowly going down to the towers and whatnot. But the mangonel is still focusing fire on the blacksmith.
Blacksmith will go down.
Still not down.
He's not down. Not yet.
Yeah, it's
Long swords going around. Kill the wheels.
And long swords are just kind of hammering away at the PC, kind of slowly being taken out. They're not that tanky.
Yeah, they don't have any armor upgrades. There is no armor upgrades on RKnight units, except on the skirmisher.
I do like RKnight getting the elite skirm. He recognizes the threat of the conquistador. And you know, it's worth kind of emphasizing as well, RKnight is playing more flexibly than many players who are kind of a higher ELO. Like lots of players I know would just spam knights in this situation, and conquistadors actually deal pretty well with knights. Another castle.
And another one.
And another one. I would really like to just see RKnight take that blacksmith. It's on 86 HP. But...
Yeah.
Oh, mangonel shot. Not quite on the
shot from the conquistador. But very nice control of the skirmisher.
And let's just appreciate Seaside Jack is actually ahead in the school right now. He's got a comparable eco. His military is actually very solid with conquistadors and knights. If he can, you know, just keep up the military production and then get a forward castle towards his opponent's base, he might be able to snowball this a bit.
Yeah.
Kind of worth emphasizing as well that for Seaside Jack, like this is the most eco we've seen him have at this point in the game.
Lena is seeing in your chat that RKnight didn't really took advantage of his earlier castle age.
That's true.
And I agree with her. Also, I like his move of using mangonels. We don't see mangonels being used a lot at this level. And here they pushed a bit. They could have get rid of the blacksmith. And I think Seaside Jack should do a siege workshops himself and do some mangonels to fight back the mangonels and to fight back the skirmisher.
Yeah. No, I can see that. It's actually worth kind of highlighting that Seaside Jack had more knights than his opponent. So if he can just take out the skirms, you know, the conks will make short work of the knights.
Yep. He's trying to kill the skirmisher. He has to be careful not to get too close to the knights. Too close to the skirmisher.
I think this fight might... This is such a... I think this is going to go in Seaside Jack's favour.
He lost a lot of conquistador. Oh, but
he did.
There
He
are
lost
more
more
coming.
than he
Okay.
should.
Seaside Jack is really...
And now he's going for the tower! I'm honestly, like, he's got 2 towers there. Like, I think one of them is was placed in feudal. delete both towers, sell a little bit of wood, and buy the remaining stone for a forward castle.
Yeah, I agree on that. And he's going to have a castle in front soon, so...
I mean, is it even worth finishing that tower? Like, it's going to go down immediately from the castle, right? I mean, I guess he doesn't know about the castle.
Doesn't know about the... Oh, no, he knows. He knows.
Yeah, fair enough.
No!
I mean, he hasn't lost any villas from the castle yet.
Yeah.
Oh, I spoke too soon.
One down. One villager down. One conquistador lost to the castle.
And even though I was really kind of hyping up Seaside Jack there, he hasn't managed to keep his TCs running, so he's got 21 minutes of idle TC time now. And his opponent has really kind of soared ahead in eco. However, I didn't realise this, Seaside Jack is out to the outskirts of the map. So you can expand his eco a bit there.
Yeah, and he has TC too.
Yeah, so he potentially.
So
I mean, he's definitely he's flirting with Imp. And knowing his playstyle, I feel like he'll be going up to Imp quite quickly. I really don't like the tower rush at this point. Like,
he's denying goal.
Yeah. I'm just kind of thinking like if your unique unit is that strong, then putting stone into towers is kind of wasting stone. That you could spend
I agree on that. Yeah, that's true. But he can keep pushing.
Lana loves it though, so anything
pushing.
for the viewers, right?
And the tower is discouraging villager to wall back. Oh no! Get the conquistador back. He's going to open the wood line.
by chopping.
By chopping, yeah, exactly. I know he sees the wall.
He's got a lot of food. He just needs to get in.
He used his gold for something else. Okay, he made more knights. Does he have a market? I don't see the market.
Yeah. No, he needs a market. He needs a forward castle, a market, and he needs to get him. And then I think he's got a very solid position.
Another castle for Seaside Jacks. But Seaside Jacks could satisfy himself with only one castle and get some creepers instead.
Yeah. Like, RKnight is like doing this to survive, but if he can't get up to Imp in a competitive time, then those castles are going to go down very quickly.
So much food.
Yeah.
So much food, and it's fishing. No, maybe not. It's not only fishing.
Yeah.
It's actually upgrade. He has wheelbarrow. He has heavy
wheelbarrow. He's got heavy plow.
And his villager. He has less villager, but again, his villager are working more efficiently.
Yeah. And yeah, no wheelbarrow for RKnight. So his Seaside Jack's villagers are punching above their weight. I love Seaside Jack.
Castle. I received one. Wish we could go up to him.
I mean that is when I said a forward castle, I didn't mean like that aggressive, but I actually think that's the right play. Kudos.
Yeah, I agree on that.
He's also taking out his opponent's production buildings by doing that, so I think that's it's forward pressure and taking out a lot of his opponent's production buildings.
Yeah, the castle will protect traps that will trap down the older castle, so...
Yeah. No, yeah, and as Lana highlights, getting the relics. I love Mizonori. If you're going for 4 castles, Mizonori is always
the rest to pick up to Imperial Age. You need to sing.
There we go. Seaside Jack playing this like a champion.
He's clicking up.
This is
it.
I feel like Seaside Jack kinda...
Also, RKnight is ready to click up to him too. But his position is not that good. You can click up to him, but he's going to lose his echo. His food echo at least. You need to relocate the farms.
I think This is where Seaside Jack needs to be careful, because obviously if his opponent has 2 castles at the front, then he will be outproduced in the trap war. But if he gets up to him,
oh no,
significantly
and I
fast.
didn't click up to imperial, so.
Yeah, that's true.
And we have ballistics on Seaside Jack's castle. He's sniping the knights going out of the stables. Just addition to his forward castle. His forwardest castle.
I would love, like, Seaside Jack almost has enough stone for another castle, which I would love to see, like, on that town center and the wards.
And RKnight sees it coming.
Yeah, he's anticipated it. Really nice game sense by RKnight there. However, so yeah, Seaside Jack does have the university already, so he'll probably start going for chemistry and obviously bombard cannons.
He's the only one having bombard here.
Exactly. And look at how much res Seaside Jack has in the bank. He can get Paladin immediately if he wanted to.
We are soon to him. We are soon going to this time. Seaside Jack has the well. He doesn't have the lead in terms of res collected, but he kept his army alive, so he has more units than his opponents, despite having a smaller eco.
He's gone for Elite Conquistador. I feel like.
Oh no!
I mean, that's
not Elite Conquistador.
I honestly, I feel like chemistry is so much more of a priority.
Yeah. I mean, at least he's getting an imperial technology. But Conquistador is.
Oh my! He almost. So the trap came out of the castle almost in, like, it was in range of his opponent's castle, and Seaside Jack has realised, so he moved it back. But if not, that would have been massive. Okay, we are seeing this castle be trapped down.
You can put rally points with the castle, so you can say to the trap, move back and shoot to the castle. Something you couldn't do before. Where you could say, go out of the castle and directly attack the opponent castle.
Yeah, no, I can see that. With the shift click.
Yeah, the shift click, no, building can be very good. Especially with traps.
That castle is going down so quickly.
Yeah, no upgrade.
Not even one trap came out.
No masonry, and the castle goes down very fast. Also, we can appreciate that Seaside Jack has masonry on this side. His castle are a bit sturdier. He has three traps out. He has a lot of siege workshops. Chemistry is in. We can see 3 bombards.
Trap is going down.
Okay, we are going on the traps. We are going under the castle.
Withdraw your army, man! Withdraw your army!
We got the traps, but
yeah, at what cost? Okay, well he's got chemistry. He's got 3 traps. He can make bombard cannons. He's got cavalier. He's got enough resources to spam more cavalier. Like, skirmisher on its own isn't going to cut it, and his opponent isn't really attacking into knights.
Oh, we have
oh no! The trap is snipe. Did you see that? Oh.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what this trap was doing. Drunk trap.
I think Seaside Jack has once. I mean, it's not over yet, folks. But Seaside Jack is proving that with. Oh, there you are. That's the GG. Seaside Jack is proving that with a lot of swagger and a lot of aggression, you can get by without an eco, right?
Yeah, I mean, he has the lead in terms of risk collected in the end.
Crazy.
And he has the economical upgrades that really help his eco actually.
Yeah, no, that's true. Like, Seaside Jack actually had a very solid eco in that game. Kudos, honestly. Like, Seaside Jack, if you watch this, like, if you can get your idle TC time under control, I'm just saying, like, we might have a champion in the making here.
He has the knowledge about getting the eco upgrade. He's just having trouble with the idle TC time, but he's making the important upgrade in time, so there is a lot of there is a room for improvement, and I think it's not.
No, exactly.
It's going
I
to
always
be...
kind of feel like it is these kind of comments as casters that they're not like mean spirited. They're very much meant as constructive criticism.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I might need to go and get myself another glass of water. Apologies, but
Yeah, no
I'm
problem.
having a
I
whale
have
of a
taken a
time.
bottle. I'm waiting for you. In the
Well,
meantime, I'm going to
all
grab
right.
the next game.
Sounds good.
Should be Fortress.
I'll just be right back, and
Right
you
back.
go straight up until the next game.
Yeah, I'm going to load it and wait for you. Yes, I'm right. It's Fortress, and this time we have Byzantines against Khmer. And both thieves are quite okay for the map. Byzantines with their cheap imperial age, and they have bombards and cannoneer, everything. Cataphracts, but they might struggle if the Khmer choose to make elephants. Also, Byzantines have cheaper Alps. If RKnight8 again show that he can manage he can make a very good eco, and Fortress is a map where Seaside Jack's aggressivity can be nullified by the walls, the early walls. RKnights can pull out a very good eco, especially a Khmer eco and push. So that can be very interesting.
Just getting the game up myself.
Yeah, I was telling about the fortress. I think, well, it's RKnight8's home map. We have Byzantines against Khmer. So I feel like both thieves are very good here, and both thieves actually. Seaside Byzantines doesn't really play in Seaside Jack's game plan, I feel like, because they are... you didn't load the right game, or maybe...
Yeah, I got the wrong one, sorry. It's game 4, isn't it? I thought it was game 3.
Yeah. Seaside Jack's playing Byzantine is a bit surprising, because Byzantines are more of a defensive thieves, so less aggressive one. They have counter to everything. So I'm a bit surprised. On the other hand, RKnight8's playing Khmer. It's really interesting because Khmer are a very good booming thief, so really play in RKnight8's strength, and they can make a very good death ball in the end. Okay, you started. Okay, let me.
Oh yeah, sorry, I'm at 40
that's
seconds.
Fine. That's fine. Also, I need to set up scoreboard. Who won the first? Let me cheat.
Yeah.
Seaside Jack won the first, and RKnight8,
Seaside Jack won the
Seaside
first.
Jacks. Okay.
Yeah.
And let me speed up things to catch my track.
I think the thing that immediately stands out when I look at the minimap is the relic distribution is actually kind of in favor of RKnight8. Now, I'm not sure whether that will necessarily be a massive factor here, but it's definitely something to consider.
Yeah, exactly. Relic distributions really favor RKnight8 here.
And actually, if you look at RKnight8's base, if he is able to wall off to the left-hand side of the base, then he's got both of his extra golds there, and that's a lovely position to have.
Yeah, that's really helpful. Doesn't have a lot of wall to put down to save two additional.
I feel like as well. Seaside Jack's map isn't quite as nice. Like he's got some forward resources outside of his base. He doesn't have that easily defensible back gold. But you know, we've seen Seaside Jack is capable of working wonders. So let's see what he can do.
Maybe we can fast a bit. This is starting to getting late.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good.
And it's Fortress, so I don't think we will see things happening before Castle Age.
Alright, should we pause together?
Yeah.
I'm at 3 minutes 41 seconds. And then
3 minutes 26.
Okay, if you can get to 3 minutes 40-ish, and then we'll double at the same time from there.
Okay. Okay, there am I. Okay, let's go for 4 times speed.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Whoa! So fast forward to the castle. Okay, balls are coming in. My initial thought is that whilst Byzantines are very dangerous civ with their timings, I think that Khmer's death ball is just so much scarier than Byzantines.
Yeah, exactly my thought.
And Seaside Jack loses his scout to RKnight8's castle. Both going up at a very similar time. I think Seaside Jack got Loom, I don't think his opponent did. I'm not sure. I don't think that Seaside Jack is going to be able to go up to the castle immediately. However, his economy is looking very well developed with all the eco upgrades. RKnight is up to castle already. He's got the stable.
Got the upgrades too this time.
Yeah. And obviously the Khmer eco is very powerful.
Yeah.
And now Seaside Jack is also up. He's gone for the blacksmith on the archery range. Obviously worth highlighting that. Oh, Seaside Jack also going with the sable, but RKnight not needing the buildings to go up
Barracks,
the castle.
Yeah.
Should we slow down?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. I'm on double speed now, or do you want it first?
Yeah, let's
just
go
one?
to double speed.
Okay.
So we'll slow down on the action.
Yeah,
start.
these are long games.
We could look at the knowledge each player has. Okay.
Yeah.
Seaside Jack knows the castle position. RKnight scouted a lot. He knows his opponent castle position. He's looking at the relics, so he plans on taking the relics. He has a scout on 3 relics.
Exactly.
And he has a monastery already up, he's getting them. Market is going up for Seaside Jack. Seaside Jack has a discounted Imperial Age. He could buy his Imperial Age and go for a Persian, not a boom. He's not going for additional TC, so it's going to be a fast imp into Persia, maybe.
I think if he's able to kind of utilize the Arbalest power spike, he might be able to make something happen here. But he's going to have to be very fast indeed.
Yep.
Okay, it is worth highlighting. Oh, go on. Yeah, he's already empty. Yeah, nice. And it is worth highlighting that RKnight actually has like 1,000 wood in the bank. Like, if he can turn that all into farms and then just get a couple of knights on the field. Like, you just need to delay your opponent, right? If your opponent's 1 TC fast imp like that, his economy is so far behind you. 4th town centre from RKnight, I'm not sure if that's the play.
We'll see.
Okay, what are we seeing?
I would have expected something forward by Seaside Jack's. Reno is not making anything.
I would have thought like a forward castle.
He's getting a lot of upgrades. He's getting forging. He has fletching.
He's going for stone now, but I feel like that's too late for a forward castle by the time you're imp. He's imp now.
Yep. Your opponents will know what your plan is. Oh, you went fast imp, so I just have to delay.
Fast imp into a forward TC. That's what it is. Can you see this?
Oh yeah.
Oh dear. And RKnight is already an imp himself, so I feel like this isn't necessarily going to work that well, but we'll see. We've seen Seaside Jack work wonders before.
Yeah, but he's
loads of stables coming up at the back of
RKnight
base. Yeah. Oh wow, yeah, crazy.
Stables, is it going to be elephants or knights?
I think
Okay, Seaside Jack's going
I think
for
it's got to
cataphracts.
be. I mean, Cavalier would work pretty well against cataphracts. To be
Yeah.
honest, don't they? Like, yeah.
Cataphracts are good
I feel
against anti-cavalry units, so camels and
Yeah.
pikemen, halberdier, and they also
Oh.
have a bonus against infantry. Okay, the cataphracts are going to
Cataphracts coming in
scout.
here.
Okay, we
Getting a
have
couple of
bloodlines,
bills.
we
so
are
that's
forging, we see the stables, we are going to kill all the bills, AoE ease up to imperial, we are getting chain boarding armor, iron casting, some builds died, we are getting stone. Oh, and the conversions on one of the cataphracts.
Yeah, really nice.
And
Okay.
we have 3 relics in the monastery for AoE. AoE is not really doing the walls we thought he will do.
And we can see Seaside Jack going for like a kind of defensive forward castle. Does that make sense? Castle at the front of his base. Whilst RKnight is expanding to the right of the map, but that castle might be denied by the cataphracts. Not quite going.
Okay, and we
Not
have
quite
some
going.
heavy scorpions in the making. Heavy
Ooh,
scorpions and Usar.
Okay, I kind of like RKnight's going for Hussar meat shield with the scorpion and scorpions at the front. I think that's going to be a very difficult comp for Byzantines to deal with.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, the Cataphrat is an amazing unit, but it's not quite as good against range units as the Nightline is.
Yeah. And even
so
knights can struggle against scorpions.
Yeah, no, exactly, when they're massed up.
And he has already 13 scorpions, can already be a pain to deal with.
You can tell RKnight isn't in a rush to end this. He's just like, I've got 140 bills. I'm happy. You know, I'm just going to take my time.
Yeah, he can put down a lot
relics.
more farm and just keep spamming Sir.
And he's also got enough Hessa that he could probably take out the Cataphrat.
Yeah.
The Cataphrats all die and they don't even take out one of the traps. That's crazy. And look at those scorpions at work. Love to see it. The trebuchet is now unpacking to take out that forward castle. Not forward. At the castle at the front of Seaside Jack's base. And Seaside Jack not quite sure how to respond.
It's game already, I think. It's going to be hard. He's behind in terms of villagers, behind militarily. It's not a position you want to be in.
There aren't many compositions that I would say Byzantines don't have a good answer to, but this is definitely one of them.
And I got a crash. My capture is crashed.
Seaside Jack does have 2 castles in his base, so he is able to. He should be able to hold for a bit.
My capture is crashed, so I'm going to put down your.
Yeah, my capture rate is really struggling right now. Oh yeah, mine's just completely crashed.
Okay.
Is yours crashed?
Yeah, mine crashed. I'm back into the game.
Okay. Some of the other AoE Leagues casters did mention that there's been like capture age errors kind of reported, so I'm not sure whether this is. I could. Are you just continuing the game,
Yeah,
or
I'm
are you
the game speeding up because I think the game is finished. I don't see what he can do. He's getting chemistry. I think he's getting thinking on getting bombards, but it doesn't have a lot of siege workshops.
I'm gonna continue on the on just basic AoE rather than capture age for now, so I can keep up. Okay. So, what minute in the game are you?
Yeah,
right
you
now?
are ahead of me. I see your stream
Oh yeah.
ahead of me, but that's okay. That's okay.
Okay. The looks like the castle is going down. And oh yeah, Seaside Jack remarks that this is crazy, and yeah, I think Khmer at this point are very unpleasant to play against.
Yeah.
And
I feel like the attempt to fast Imperial was interesting, but it didn't do any damage with the early MP gods. And it's hard to push to do a fast imp with Byzantines because they don't really have the tools. They don't really get instantly the tools to push, like Turks.
No, 100%. I think Seaside Jack was on something with the fast Imperial, but he didn't really get the timings right of that.
Yeah.
Like there's no point in fast Imperialing if you're just gonna put a town center at the front, right?
Yep.
So really well strategized with RKnight there. Let's get up to the next game. Give me a second.
Yeah, this one is going to be 2 parts.
Okay, and yeah, this is a 2-parter, yeah.
Piece of pizza. Vietnamese against. Yeah, go back. You are black screen right now.
Sorry, it should be back. Is that coming through now?
Yeah. Let's go. I'm at 4 seconds. We are going to go speed 2-2 again.
Okay. Piece of pizza. Ready?
Right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so piece of pizza. This is such a chaotic map.
Yeah, I love it.
Of course you'd love it, Baron. I know you. Love it, man.
Yeah,
okay,
you have three parts of in the map. One part with mainly food. One part with mainly gold. We have some food on the part with gold. Well, big food. Yeah, like elephants and deers. And one part with stone. And a bit of gold and a bit of food. Usually, people tend to TC on the gold or food parts. Because you need food, mainly.
Yeah.
And the gold region has enough food to help. Especially if you are alone on it. And you will be able to hold the gold then. So it can be very good. Seaside Jack did something very good here. He took almost all the gold from the gold part.
I can see that, yeah.
And they are in the corner. He should either scoot a bit with them or kill them. So, but he doesn't know. Wait, who's Vietnamese now? RKnight knows the position of the Seaside Jack's TC. So RKnight knows he has all the gold for him, and he can use that knowledge also to try to kill the villager on the gold side, so he will deny gold from Seaside Jack.
Okay. I do like that Seaside Jack has this lumber camp in the middle of the yeah, so you can eventually chop through. It is worth highlighting that RKnight is going to get what, like 4 elephants, which is going to be an insane amount of food. Like he could probably fast behind this if he wanted to.
Yeah, Seaside Jack could have also the same amount of food. He has 4 boar available.
Oh yeah.
No, 3 boar and 5 rhino, and he's playing gods.
Oh wow! So he's yeah. Seaside Jack is going to be a happy boy. And he's going to have enough food that he shouldn't have any idle TC time. That's what we're going to focus on.
Yeah, he got some very nice idle TC time until Feudal Age. Until Feudal Age,
sure.
Well, not on this game, but the previous game I was looking at his idle TC time, and it was pretty pretty clean until for the Legion some early aggression from him or from RKnight. So no, they are pretty clean on the idle TC time in the Dark Age.
Yeah, 100%. And actually, worth just highlighting that Seaside Jack is actually better on the idle TC time, and he's already up to a feudal.
Yes, it's on. Oh! Be careful! Look at the stone sides.
Oh, yeah, I see it. The militia,
Yeah, the militia.
and that's two those down. You very rarely see the Goths get outgrushed, but here RKnight is outgrushing the Goths. Love to see that.
And he knows the position of the broodline. No, Seaside Jack knows the position of the other villager from RKnight, so he can try to kill them with archer.
No, 100%. I think RKnight's villages on this side of the map, as you said, they're not long for this world. However, Seaside Jack is continuing to take boring, so his food count is going to look very respectable. And yet he can fast castle behind this. Look at it. He's got 1,200 food. That's insane.
Yeah.
He's actually ahead in builds.
But he doesn't have any more gold. He can't get gold anymore. Well, he can, but it's quite exposed where he can get gold. And he won't be able to get gold anymore. And the game is over. We need to check to the next one.
Yeah.
I was a bit ahead.
This is what a final this is turning out to be.
But this is terrible for Seaside Jack. He needs wood to get a market and buy the gold if need be. But then he will only have food and wood. This is not looking good.
He can just spam really, really cheap pikemen to win.
Yeah, against Vietnamese who likes to make archer.
Yeah, that's true. I guess if he can just get up to Castle Age, it's not too much to believe that he'd be able to chop his way out.
Okay,
yeah.
I'm in the game. We can go.
Yeah. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, there we are. Okay. So what are we seeing here? Archer's coming across. Archer's going to kill those villagers.
And get the goat back then.
Yeah.
Poor villager. Trapped.
Tragic. And see, this is also really annoying because Seaside Jack is kind of struggling for wood and he's going to lose more builds on this wood line. Oh, he doesn't quite lose a build. However, he's now got almost 2k food. His opponent is nowhere near up. They're actually on the same build count, and he can just literally just sell a little bit of food and he'll be up.
Yeah, but I'll be going up for what? What he can do then without gold? He needs to cut through the wood. It's going to take a long time.
I feel like literally if he can just get another town center and just place it on a wood line, he'll get through that wood relatively quickly. He just needs I don't like him cutting through the middle. Like he should try and cut through onto the outside. Where he knows his opponent isn't, if that makes sense. I think RKnight is playing this very strategically though. Denying his opponent's gold count, but RKnight, Seaside Jack can get gold on the outside.
Yeah, but he needs to cut through and it's going to take a long time.
Yeah.
The outside circle is a bit harder to cut through.
Okay, maybe what he needs to do is he needs to retower immediately this wood line right now. Okay, he's up. He's getting his own archery range. His opponent still doesn't have any income on stone, so his kind of villagers on that wood line aren't actually able to do anything. It looks like Seaside Jack is going for skirms. Both all coming in. I'd love to see another town centre.
Yep, yeah, with all the food he has, he should definitely get the town center.
Oh, Knight, you sly dog. Did you see he's cut through? He's got the archers with that.
Oh, yeah.
However, Seaside Jack isn't without his own weapons. He's got a couple of skirmishes here.
Yeah, he's getting fletching using this last bit of gold. He has wheelbarrow, he has bow, so maybe he can cut through, but he's going to have a lot of food. He needs he should have added TC because he had a lot of food.
There's a lot of idle TC time now, and I feel like this kind of window that Seaside Jack had to get like, yeah, he doesn't have gold access, but he could have like quite a few more builds, and now he's not going to have that because his opponent's up.
Yeah, and he's trying to cut with the Mongonal.
Oh no.
Yeah, Mongonals can't cut tree. You need Omega to cut trees.
That's tragic.
Yeah.
And now he's taking down his MC's workshop. Don't do that.
Oh, RKnight8's.
Please don't do that.
RKnight8's microing the crossbows. Oh, you are maybe a bit.
Yeah, man. Okay, yeah, it's unfortunately
actually.
you can't cut through. And this is now where Seaside Jack has the score lead, but his opponent has another town centre. I guess it is worth highlighting that Seaside Jack does have, he does have Bowsaw, so he should be able to clear this forest kind of quickly, kind of.
Yeah.
He's getting there.
But the gold, there is gold outside.
Yeah, but if you actually highlight, RKnight8 is almost through on his side because his TC has been there since the beginning.
Yeah.
So if that was deliberate, if RKnight8 kind of planned to take control in the center and then take control of the outside by having his TC there, that's absolutely fantastic strategic planning from RKnight8. Love that. Oh, what speed are you on, Baron?
No, that's okay. I'm going to catch. I was ahead of you. I'm in pause right now. I'm waiting. No, go ahead. Go to keep in 2 times speed.
Okay.
I will relaunch my game.
Second TC coming up for Seaside Jack, but third TC coming up for RKnight8. RKnight8 is actually just able to freely transfer vills from different parts of the map now, so he's playing very comfortably right now. He's almost through to the outside, but Seaside Jack isn't too far off himself.
Keeping the aggression.
I suppose in the late game, if this does go late, Goth do kind of work pretty well against Vietnamese with obviously Husker.
I don't agree on that. The Vietnamese have a nice cavalry too. They can make elephants.
That's true.
They can have elephants and archer. And right now, RKnight8 has the gold, so he can allow himself to get gold units.
Yeah.
On the other hand, Seaside Jack's.
RKnight8 is going to be up to Imperial very shortly.
Yeah.
That being said, I mean, Seaside Jack has almost 6k wood, so gold's not going to be a problem for him either. He's just going to sell a load of wood.
Yeah. Yeah, gold is still at a decent price right now, so he could. But he's not thinking about it right now.
Mangonel's going to go down. Tragic. I'm surprised RKnight8 isn't quite through on his side yet, and it looks like due to the concentrated effort, Seaside Jack is actually going to be the first through to the outside, but his opponent does have almost twice as many builds and is already up to imp. This isn't looking great for Seaside Jack here.
Yep.
Castle up in towards the kind of wood line for RKnight8. I would kind of want that castle to actually be closer towards the wood line. Maybe he's worried about his opponent's skirmishes and whatnot. But Seaside Jack finally has gold access. I'm on like 38 minutes. Are you around that kind of time?
Yeah, I'm just behind.
39? Yeah. Okay, cool. Seaside Jack is out to the outside of the map. However, his opponent is Imperial. His opponent has ballistics. His opponent has nice wall of 20 crossbows, and his opponent is also going longswords. I love that. Kind of anticipating the Huskarl switch / skirmishes of his opponent. And Seaside Jack, he's not that far off in terms of score, but in terms of res collected, in terms of villagers, he's not quite there.
Yeah, he lost the lead he could have got by being first at the castle.
And two-handed swordsman coming in.
RKnight is not going for
orange
the
player.
outside. Oh no, RKnight is going outside. He started walling first, but now he's getting
okay.
outside. Wait, he built the house,
castle
removed it,
top.
and then rebuilt it. Okay, and he's getting his castle now outside.
He's cutting through with the trab.
Yep.
Something that not every player knows about, so I'd love to see that.
It's going to take some time, but one tree
Yeah,
after
'cause
another
they're
is going to get through.
They're not very accurate. And I think he can get through now.
Yep, he's through.
And Bracer on the Arbs will absolutely rack these skirmishes. Skirmishes are no longer a counter once Bracer comes on, unless you have the Imperial upgrades.
Yeah, I know he's missing one.
Oh, okay. I mean, that castle, the skirmishes won't last long, but the castle will probably be up. But it will go up only to be taken down immediately by the Trebs. Doesn't even go up. And Seaside Jack, very slowly. Oh,
He's losing ground.
thank you, Lana, for the scoreboard. Seaside Jack is just up to him. He's got 65 builds. He's got one Huskarl. We've seen Seaside Jack work wonders before, so he's not out for the count just yet.
Yeah.
He is being forced to evacuate the center of the map. Whilst, oh, I love this. RKnight is already putting down stables. He's going to raid his opponent to death whilst he slow pushes through the middle. RKnight playing this like a champion. And speaking of champions, the two-handed swordsman now has all the armor upgrades and all the attack upgrades available to the Vietnamese.
The nice thing, Vietnamese have champions. Yeah, Vietnamese have champions. The only upgrade they are missing on their infantry is the best furnace.
Ah, fine.
So actually, the Vietnamese champions are good enough to counter
The Goths.
God's Scar.
I
might be
wondered
good enough
whether-
to counter God's champions too. I think.
Did they get a hand cannon? No, they don't. Okay.
No, they don't have hand cannons, but they have already very good answer to infantry with their archer.
Yeah. Seaside Jack is starting to mass Huskarls of his own. So he's not going without a fight, but the counter to the Huskarl is already there in the form of the two-handed swordsman.
And the Huskarl is not the elite version, so they are actually taking a beating by the arbalists.
Yeah. And Profusion just got cancelled from Seaside Jack. I'm not sure whether that was intentional. Champion now up, and champions will carve through the Huskarls like a hot knife through butter. And that castle is going down, and RKnight feels very much in the driver's seat in this game.
Yeah, the loss of the stone villager was really
Yeah.
really something.
Really well played by RKnight.
Really
Seaside Jack not quite able to make something happen. He is going to take out this very small force from RKnight towards the bottom left of the map. But there is another almost 40 champions making their way towards Seaside Jack's base, and Seaside Jack does have the resources to tack into something else, and Goths do get a hand cannon. It is worth highlighting that.
Yeah, yeah.
Anarchy coming in now. Crossbowman, Bracer. Not sure whether I agree with the
I'm not sure
crossbowman.
you can, you know, for Huskarl here, or Huskarl won't cut it. You need up, you need to upgrade them to elite Huskarl.
Yeah.
Because castle Huskarls don't stand a chance against champions. And
Exactly.
even elite Huskarls don't stand a chance against champions. Because they have
Some-
less melee armor. 1 less melee armor, 2 less melee
And
armor.
this is, yeah, I believe this is Seaside Jack's last stand here, where he has 27 build and 38 build and 20 military units, and they're being absolutely annihilated by the champions. I don't think the Heskels are even going to manage to take out the Trab. And there's the GG. What a sat.
Yep.
I mean, let's just appreciate how long each of those games were. Like, I think that these players must have been absolutely exhausted at the end of that.
5 game is very long.
5 games split across kind of like 7 because of 2 crashes, and then this is also kind of reflected by the fact that both of our capture rages crashed at various points as well. Not only was it a crazy set for our players, it was also a crazy set for us casters too.
Yep. Very, very good set, crazy set, as you say.
Oh man. But the really super fun set there. Absolute congratulations to RKnight, who played like a champion, and Seaside Jack, honestly. Like, I think you've got a really strong kind of game sense in terms of aggression. You just work on the IDTC time, man. Next time, you're going to be the top of your bracket.
Okay, that leaves us for that gives us the states of the game for the grand finale and the third place match. So you let Robotic Pro cast the semi-final between Lana.io and Clickbait.
Yep.
And Lana won?
I believe so.
So the final will be RKnight8 against Lana.io and Seaside Jacks against Clickbait for the third place.
So clearly Lana was actually in our streams today.
Yeah,
doing research on
their opponents.
Love to see it. Oh, wow. I mean, I'm so hyped for that final. It's going to be crazy.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll be able to co-cast it again or something. We'll see.
Yeah, definitely, if we can. I'm up for it.
I mean, I'm very keen. I was kind of... I was surprised that both of our capture rages kind of crashed. So hopefully that kind of bug gets worked out sooner rather than later. Oh, man. But anyway, what a semi-final. Absolutely beautiful. I was thinking of playing a couple of team games now, if you're up for it, Baron.
No, I'm going to cut the stream. I need to walk the dogs and...
fair enough,
But
man.
maybe Lana could be up for some team games if you want to play with her.
Okay, yeah, Lana, do you fancy something? I think Husk might also be around.
Yeah.
Hey, Lana, let's go. I think we're actually in a Discord.
Yeah, you should be in catch, or I don't know if you are.
Yeah, I think I am in catch. I think you added me in.
So on my side, I'm going to cut my stream. So thanks for watching. Thanks for staying with us. I'm going to cut for now, and I see you another time. See you. Bye bye.